Hi. Hey, my YouTube friends. How are you? You caught me. Oh no, totally aware. Totally aware. I am up in Saratoga visiting my mother and my stepfather for Father's Day weekend. Tomorrow is Litha summer solstice at the time of this recording, and I got shot in the arm today, right under the grapevine tentacle. Person wouldn't do it right in the center like I asked her, so I respect that. Boundaries, choices. In 2 weeks from now, the world is my oyster, I guess. I do love oysters anyway. Had some time on my hands before dinner tonight. We're having Greek. I hope his name is Tomas. And went on a little drive around the Saratoga area to a couple of magic shops. One that I have been to over and over and over again, dear friends of mine, the Magic Moon in Saratoga Springs. And I picked up this lovely deck from Lucy Cavendish. You know, I got her magical spell cards. They're very good. Blessed Be. They are the magical Celtic blessing cards to enrich and empower. I love some nice assonance in a sentence. Enrich and empower, as well as I went to a new place called Pretty Hot Mess, about 20 minutes away from there. And that place was really cool. So if you're following me on Instagram, check them out. Their deets are in there as ever. So I'm going to do a literal unboxing of this, and I haven't done an unboxing in a really long time. I've done some reviews. I was supposed to review her magical spell cards, but life got chaotic. My book Words of Grace was coming out on Kindle, so I didn't get to it. So Lucy, if you're watching this, I will eventually review that other deck because I adore it. But you know how you know if I love a deck? I use it. I have plenty of decks that I used to love that no longer apply. In fact, I'm giving the person who is house and cat sitting for me while I'm away the Osho Zen Tarot deck because I never read it. It's lovely, and 10 years ago it was perfect for me. I'm just going to let him have it. He's a Scorpio. It can only help, right? Zen and the art of Scorpio maintenance. So definitely you're watching the unboxing. I don't have a shrink wrapper with me. So let's get up in this. I really have no idea what these are about, except what's written on them, right? It says on the back, 46 cards and guidebook set. I do like a nice bookie book. Once, when we met, we would say the sacred words, blessed be, to wish each other blessings for the day, for the night, and for the profound turning points in our lives. This deck is very simple. This deck, in very simple, real ways, returns to the holy power of Celtic blessings, providing a pathway to reconnection with the divine. I am so down for this. No, I have a lot of Celtic blood. I know favor more the Italian side of my family, the Sicilians, but I got a lot of Irish and British and all that in me too, as well as German. I have descendants that go back to the Black Forest. Lucy Cavendish, compassionate blessings bring hope, inspiration, understanding, and encouragement. Most of all, they offer a deep sense of belonging. Who's not looking for that, right? Trying to feel that here, regardless of what's going on. The comfort of being seen, because that's all anybody wants to. The reminder that you are a cherished and most precious being. I may cry. Not kidding. For every one of life's gateways, for all of the joyful moments and the challenges, there is a blessing to ignite your soul's luminous, loving light once again. Jane Star Wheel's exquisite illustrations provide a unique feast of devotional treasures that will restore your spirit to the sacred every day. Good old Blue Angel Publishing. I said if I ever did a card deck, right, where I hired someone out that I didn't do it in-house, I'm thinking of making cards of grace. We'll see, based on my book. It's so pretty. But I really love their work, and they're very eclectic. And they got everything from Kuan Yin and Archangel Michael to like witchy pagany stuff and Isis oracles and Ganesh oracles, and I really dig that. Hay House is lovely, but they don't want me. I never asked. I just got to figure Well, I like to get laid. None of their authors really look like they do, but that's just between you and me. And I'm a bit too much for TV as is. So let's get up in this. I'm not even going to shuffle them. I'm just going to take them in the order from the top. I'm not going to read from the bookie book because I have not read it yet. But let's see what these are about. And I'm going to have to put them down, otherwise I will automatically start shuffling. So let's do this. From the guest room at Olympus North in Saratoga. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, wait, no, okay, so that's the last card in the deck for sure. Okay, yeah, no, let's start on this side because I'm very familiar. Yeah, we're going to save that one for last. You'll see why. See, now you're going to stick around for it, all right? Okay. So card number 1, Blessings of the Earth. Now, there's nothing else written on there, aside from the beautiful artwork there. But card number 1, Blessings of the Earth. So with no other information written on here, and there's no way I'm memorizing that entire book, I'm 52. I know I don't look good, thanks. So this will definitely be when I use them. It'll probably be 1 card in a reading from them, so that I will read from the bookie book. The Blessings of the Earth, okay, I'm okay with that. It's looking very Celtic Earth Goddess there. I'll try and do that without the reflection of the back window on the camera and all of that, yeah. Okay, but beautiful, the artwork. Ooh, where's she going? I don't know where she's going, but she looked ready to go there. Card number 2. Oh, a Blessing of the Air. I see what we're doing. We're going from north to east. Next will be south and west. Look at her. Look at her. Her makeup is on point. And really, I already have a grapevine pentacle. What I would do is add to that with grapevines and spirals, right? Although this is the masculine side. Someday I'm going to get a crescent moon with a little black cat sitting on it. And I'm going to have black cat tattoos like a sleeve for all the black cats I've had in my life. Because I roll that way. Yep, sure. Card number 3, a Blessing of Fire. You know, it's a little Princess Leia for me, fashion-wise, but I'm sure it has like ancient Celtic this or that backing to it. That's looking very the Morrigan. I was a priest of the Morrigan for a year, and it's not like she ever really lets you go. We've got a Blessings on Your Day. Well, did we skip water? Oh, yes, we did. There's card number 4, a Blessing of the Waters. Pointy ears, the Fae. Beware of the Fae. Remember, the Fae are neutral, darling. Not good, they're not bad. They're like hurricanes and snake venom and daisies. It's all a scale of how you use them. Don't eat the foxglove. Card number 5, Blessings on Your Day. Tree hugging. I'm down for that. I am a past life dryad, apparently, as well as the Archangel of Lyons. Angelo Lyons hybrid soul that I am. A Blessing on Your Sleep. Oh, please put this under my pillow. Right, look at that. Oh, the horns of the moon. That's I mean, all of these are gorgeous. There's not going to be a clunker in this deck. Blue Angel Publishing wouldn't allow it. Wouldn't allow it to get out their gate. These are gorgeous. You know what? You know what I'll do? You know what I'll do? I'll show them all of you, and then we'll pull one for the collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Uranus, and Pluto. Card number 7, a Blessing on the Senses that gift the world to you. I'll sign on that dotted line. She's like that. I mean, I know a lot of Celtic goddesses, but I don't even want to assume yet unless the name is in it. And that last card that I'll save for last, I know that goddess real well. Blessings of the Senses that gift the world to you. Card number 8, Blessings on Your Intuition. So I get it. Each one of these is blessed be. You could totally use these in prayer and meditation. Sometimes I'm just, you know, when you're just in the mood to bless and you don't know who, what, where, or when, right? These would be good for that. I'm sure there's like meditations and stuff in there. How could you not with something like this? Blessings on Your Intuition. Well, how often is the blessing? Like there's some imagery on here that I'm like going to go deep into. I mean, she's holding a crystal ball. First, I thought there was like it wouldn't make sense to me. I thought there was a marmoset. I think it's an owl. It's looking a little marmoset-esque. Marmoset-esque. Hashtag marmoset-esque. Blessings on your health. With a big-ass dragon behind it. I do not meddle in the affairs of dragons because I'm sure I would be crunchy and taste very good. Hopefully with a nice tartar sauce, though, not ketchup. You know, there's no accounting for taste, even with dragons. Card number 10, a blessing on a home. That doesn't look like Dame Hulda much to me, but or Rosmerta, maybe it is. I don't know, we'll see. Well, Dame Hulda's goddess of death, but you know how much of that goes down in the house. Blessings on the children. Oh, the baby unicorn. Oh my god, baby unicorn. A mini muscular magical creature with a deadly weapon on its head. Thank you, Terry Pratchett, right? Blessings on the children. Teach the children well. Their parents' hell did slowly go by. Card number 12. Blessings for a mother. Antlers much? I love it. I love it. Because, you know, we usually see the horns on you know, Carnunos or Hearn, right? It's nice to see them. A female every now and again, particularly a doe, a deer, a female deer. I think I've met my new boyfriend. Well, this is better than Scruff. Card number 13, a blessing for good men and fathers. You ready for this? You gird your loins, ladies. And some of them, the gentleman. Hi. Woof. I don't know what noise a stag makes, but I would probably make it. Look at him. Because he's got a crown. That's all I want is my king. Stag. But I'm top. He's looking a little Liam Neeson to me. Is it me? Here, let me see. Is that's a, yeah, that he's given some Liam Neeson drawn realness, at least. What else we got here? Blessings on a friendship. Oh, kiss into unicorn. Just be careful, man. They are flighty. Off with her head. Blessings on your family. With a sword, a shield, another unicorn ready to draw the sword. That feels pretty defensive. You know, a lot of the Celtic blessings that I know can be used as both blessings and curses because intent is everything. Blessings from your ancestors, and don't we need that more than ever, right? The guidance of those who have lived through things similar but not the same for what we have been through, because who knows, maybe that's us come back, right? Why wouldn't you reincarnate in your own genetic line? Finish what you started. Card number 17. Oh, I think the father's has a competitor. Oof, nice rack. A blessing on your love, said dear boy. Oh, he's a dear man. What a dear man he is. Oh. Yeah, 6-pack. We were expecting any less. I suddenly have a desire to go running through the forest with flowers woven in my hair. A blessing for good work. Is that a blue jay in her hair? No, it's got a red breast, but it's also wearing a crown. That's very, very beautiful. A blessing on your work. It feels a little Virgo. Yeah, and I got a bird in my hair, and I'm in my own hat. A blessings on your creativity. With herons, I guess that makes sense. Herons and storks in particularly, at least for me. I mean, the stork is obviously pregnancy, right? The stork bringing the baby. But the heron, because I've lived around water my whole life on Long Island. And even when I moved around, I still always had a body of water nearby. So your creativity, definitely the element of water there. Usually you see that as purely fire. What's she doing? Oh, she's playing a flute. I thought she was doing something otherwise with her fingers, like casting or mudrang or tutting, because maybe she watched The Magicians too. Come on, Elliot. Am I right, guys? Blessings on a new venture with a bow and arrow, which is maybe not the best way to show up at your first meeting, but it does set the tone. What else we got here? Come here. Card number 21. A blessing to bring prosperity. Look at that apple she's got in her hand. If that's not a red delicious, I don't know what is. Right? She's feeling her red delicious realness right now. No, that's great. Very abundant. I will find out who these goddesses are if they are named, because what's another level of pantheon to a mystic? Card number 22, a blessing on a journey. Well, she's ginger. You can watch yourself with them new gingers on a journey. It's a ginger journey. Card number 25, a blessing of protection. Now, let's see. I'm getting such a vibe off of this. A blessing of protection, card number 25. Feeling a little more again there. I don't know that I see her in green and purple, but we'll see. We'll see who that is. Lovely. The cards are new. You know how they are. I'm not shuffling them. There we go. Card number 24, a blessing to find your way. Lay naked in the garden, darling. Just go towards the warmth, right? Blessings to find your way. And you know, it's interesting because she's so close to that one, I guess, leaf flower. I'm sure they'll say what that is in the bookie of the book. But sometimes you get so close you can't, you know, see the path. I'm feeling very Steve's Tarot, and I'll read energy. If he wasn't married in LA and straight, like that's 3 strikes. Blessed be Steve, if you're watching this, love your work. Card number 25, a blessing to find the truth. Oh, work. Is that a white raven? Oh my God. I have a spellcast that I wrote called The White Raven. I mean, I borrowed the title, obviously, from Celtic mythology in the book of, oh my God, Diana Paxson, The White Raven. Great story. It's Tristan and Isolde told from the witch's point of view. Genius. Really, really good. And if you think like Raven from Teen Titans in her later stages, if you know what I'm talking about, The White Raven. A blessing to find the truth. You know, I'll be working that. Because without truth, how do you make wise decisions without truth? Card number 25, a blessing for the right words. Well, I don't know that I would need that one. Yeah, no one needs to be demonetized on YouTube or otherwise. Card number 27, a blessing on a resolution. I thought it said revolution because, you know, you say you want a revolution. Well, yeah, you know. You don't want to change the world. A blessing on a resolution. And look at her. She's holding her dagger right to her heart like she's a Nen user. Hashtag Hunter Hunter. Card number 25. A blessing to heal a relationship. Oh, and there are skulls in the background which tell you that there's definitely a past there that needs to be resolved, some shadows to be dealt with in a relationship, and one on each side there. So his side, her side, his side, his side, her side, however. Card number 29, a blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. Where's my drag fan when I need it? It's out in the car, because when people cut me off, I thwarp at them. It's better than what might come out of my mouth otherwise. Yeah, a blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. Memorize that. Card number 29, because you never know. No, 9, 10 makes an 11. Make a wish. Solara. Card number 30, a blessing to lift sadness. It's got a moth at the bottom, and she's lifting up her hood as if to begin to see through those eyes cleared from all those tears. Card number 31, a blessing of forgiveness, which, you know, you don't hear the word forgiveness all that often in craft circles. That's why I had to resort to A Course in Miracles to learn what toxic forgiveness is, forgiveness to destroy, and true forgiveness. So I'll be very interested, because you just never see it, right? It's all like, stick them in a black bag of leather and fill it with urine and nettles and throw it into the Grand Canyon, right? Not great. I'm not traveling that far. A card of blessings of forgiveness. I'm into it. Oh, I love this deck. Card number 32, a blessing for peace of mind. I like her look, right? She's just reclined. She's very the Empress there. Yeah, she's all like in different shades of purple with a raven on a little settee. What do we call that? I think we would call that an armchair, right? I wonder if it reclines. That's really, really nice. And what is in the beaks of, oh, those ravens got something in their beaks, and I'm sure it's in the book. Woo. I'm digging this deck a lot. Card number 33, a blessing on your boundaries. Yeah, like you would cross with her. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Look at, she got her sword. She's just ready. She's like, a blessing on my boundaries. Now I'm going to want these all translated into Celtic, and wouldn't it be lovely if they were already translated into Celtic? Because you could take something in Celtic and say it as light and lilting, but then you can go all like Vanessa Ives, Benny Dreadful, Verbis Diablo, and scare the crap out of Muggles. I love it. A blessing for a fresh start. Again, is this the same woman? I want to know if these are all like similar, the same goddesses, because there she is working that purple, but I don't think that's her. Though she do have a raven. I wonder if that's the Morrigan. I wonder if what we're seeing here is the Morrigan over. A blessing for a fresh start, and she does have the besom, the broom. I keep noticing that the moon is always horns of the moon, though, so I'm not seeing like phases, or at least I'm not catching it, which is totally possible. Card number 35, a blessing to bring clarity. Okay. Oh, she's totally got like Witchblade arm going on there. You see her? She's like, I'll give you clarity, right in the third eye. Boink. Ooh, nice, nice. You know, I realize I'm just like such a feminist. I'm such a goddess worshiper. Once you meet my mom, it makes sense. Blessings on your wisdom, card number 36. Now here, this looks very traditional high priestess for me, right? Like in the dark purple with the horns of the moon on her head. You know, it's very Janet Farrar. It's very flashing back. Oh my God, why can't I remember? Is that Denny and Phillips? Oh, the moon goddess and sea priestess, right? Very that, right? With a crow and a snowy owl, right? It's very high priestess vibe there. Everyone that I've ever met that went there in particular. I miss you, Diane, wherever you are. I'll call her later. A blessing for unity where once there was division. With a bunny. Well, technically, I think that's a hare. It's a hair too far for me now. Again, the crescent moon there. So a blessing for unity where there once was division. Now it's interesting. I want to see why they use the hare, H-A-R-E, not the musical about the 60s. Said the Leo rising. Why that? Because, you know, the March hare, certainly a new beginning, a blessing for unity where I could get that. But also hares are skittish, right? You stamp your feet and they go, right? Hair there and everywhere. A blessing on growing older. Why would I need that? A blessing on growing older. Card number 38. We have a lovely, oh, I wonder what those flowers are. See now, because I'm a potion witch, which means you kind of sort of have to be an herbalist anyway to know what you're dealing with. I wonder what those flowers are. I mean, they could be elder. Those could be elderberries. That wouldn't shock me. They probably are. I'm just not familiar with the cards yet. But a blessing on growing older. And by the way, if you didn't, spoiler alert, everybody grows older. Bigger spoiler alert, no one stays in the same body forever. And if they do, that's Nosferatu. Get some garlic. Card number 30th, a blessing for support. Oh, Lancelot. Oh, if he's not Lancelot, I hope he's Lance every now and again. Lance, well, nobody wants Lance a little. Look, a blessing for support. Now, this is the knight in shining armor, and I had them, if they're not kings, really. You know, you watch tarot. They're in and out of your life. It's not all they're in and out of, from what I understand. On the top. 40, a blessing to ease loneliness and bring companionship. Look at Liz. She's sitting there with her sword in the woods, dressed in white, very much the virgin color, right? The maiden color, but in prayer. Beautiful, Lucy. You're knocking them out of the, at least, you know, the titles here. I can't wait to get into the text. Card number 41, a blessing for solace and hope, right? Very much a winter card there, right? I mean, the amount of, wow, I really thought in the reflection that snow patch was an owl, and it was like over here, doesn't it look like an owl? Probably intended that way. Beautiful. Card number 42, a blessing for healing of injury or illness. And she's got on a green, I would say green man mask, but we don't have to gender the mask there. But usually you see that sort of formation in a mask on the green man. So I don't know that I'll call her the Green Lady. I'll read the book. Because I'm pretty good at connecting deities to imagery when I do. All of my jewelry does that. Card number 45, a blessing for those who are nearing their final breath. And here we have wings, right? Here we have being a goddess with wings. A touch of the angelic here. That does not feel fey to me. That does not feel fey, although it definitely is avian, of the bird families, I guess you could say. Card number 44, a blessing on a homecoming. Very Magrat Garlic, if you know who I'm talking about. Very Magrat. She's waiting for oh my God, why can't I remember the name of the king? Terry Pratchett. Nope, it's gone. Because the witches are more important than the royalty. In that story is pretty much always Varence was a prince. Whatever. Get over it, Mark. Yeah, look, that's for homecoming. A blessing for homecoming. Oh, she's doing a little nip slip there. Okay, we only have 2 cards left, and this last card. Staring at me. Card number 45, a blessing to shield and safeguard you. Oh yeah, no. She's totally like bringing real like Japanese animation, Celtic, fuck you up with a sword realness there with ravens. With ravens in. Ravens on, ravens in. All right, you ready? This is the card that if we had started off with, this would have went very differently. Card number 45, Morrigan's blessing of peace after battle. Just priest of the Morrigan. And a priest of Breed, and a priest of Lou, and a priest of her, and I took one for a year. They took me for a ride for a year, which is where I got my thing of working with different gods for a cycle of Yule to Yule. So there we have gorgeous artwork. The guidebook is wonderful. Let's just give this a nice couple of shuffles here from the guest room at Olympus North. Please take a nice deep breath. So yeah, I call to my pantheons of goddesses and gods because they are both represented here. And though I am so used to working with the Mediterraneans, my Hellenic Greeks, I certainly have the DNA in this lifetime. So who knows, if I was my own ancestor, it's totally possible. Breathe. So, my beloved gods and goddesses of all pantheons, as well as, of course, predominantly the Celtic. Which card would you like me to choose for me, to put in my hand, to read from the bookie book of Blessed Be, the guidebook for Lucy Cavendish's beautiful dick? Just beautiful. It's D-E-C-K. Don't get it wrong and get me demonetized. Please leave the card in my hand, my beloved pantheons of goddesses and gods. A blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. I'm so glad I'm staying with my parents. Let's see what this is about, shall we? Card number 29. All of a sudden, I just got a flash of Scorched Earth Tarot. If you're not following her, you're out of your mind. I love her. I want to meet her. I want to have drinks with my favorite fellow tarot card readers on YouTube. And if they don't drink, that's fine. I'm sure we can work out something for them. Some Avion, something. Oh, sorry, skipped over it. 29. How long are they? Oh, not terribly long, right? Just inside 2 pages. Card number 29, a blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. And of course, Blue Angel Publishing with their microscopic italic. A blessing to help you through a conflict that must be faced with courage and compassion for all involved. Now, if you're watching Steve's Love Tarot, you know it's coming. Battles in our lives are not always the way we have seen them depicted. They may not be a fight or a confrontation, or the clash of swords swinging. I do like a good sword fight. Most of us do not want the battle. We want the peace, and to talk and parlay our way through the differences and the difficulties within our lives. Many times we may walk away knowing that the battle will bring more damage than we can face, and other times we must walk through the fires of confrontation and go into a battle we did not want, but which can no longer be avoided. So this is a blessing on those who are to face the battle they wished was not theirs to fight, but it has become clear that they have no choice but to confront, to bring out their arms and to fight. It may be with the law, it may be with the wits, it may be through speaking your truth, and it may be by refusing to accept what another has determined is enough for you. It may be with a challenge or a condition or an injustice or a cruelty. Now that's all set up, because here comes the blessing. The lighting in here, I know it's dark, but I'm not made up either. I'm not going to go downstairs for dinner. Mascara and eyeliner. For my comfort, not so much theirs. Here's the blessing for on a battle that cannot be avoided. Let's actually do this with a little touch of reverence. Please take a nice deep breath. Whatever the nature and form of the battle before you, accept now this blessing upon you for your courage, for your reluctance to bring aggression into the world, for your refusal to run, for your determination to see this story through, and for the belief you now have in yourself and whatever cause it is that you now stand up for your warrior's heart, and don't the path that you love take a warrior's heart. That's my editorial. Thank you for your warrior's heart, which is blessed with courage and strength, of the feeding of fear, okay, of the feeling of fear, yet the ability to stand your ground, for the swinging of the sword and the raising of the shield, for the quiet in the chaos that you will find, and for the sacrifice you will make in order to see this through. You are blessed, and your warrior spirit is rising, and it is blessed. For you are no aggressor or foolish conqueror. You are a soul who will no longer run from what stands between you and the rest of your beautiful life. Bookie buck drop. Yeah, someone's coming in to speak the truth, and I have to stand my ground. Could be 2 or 3 men, actually, at this point in my life. According to all the other tarot readers and my own and my guides, they're coming back. Well, it is Mercury retrograde. So there's a blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. Yeah, no, because I would rather die than not stand in my truth and my honor, my courage. And maybe I was born that way, but I was trained out of it like everybody else in this world, at least where I grew up. So never again the burning times, regardless of how that plays out. And these will certainly be used. I'm feeling 1 card a reading because it's a lot of bookie book for me. And I'm getting ready to do the full moons. The full moon to new moons, and it's supposed to be a 7-card draw. It might be an 8. We'll see. I might start those later today from Saratoga. I get them all ready and upload them when I get back to Holbrook. So thank you so much. I'm going to go spend some time with my family, maybe record a little bit later, but I love coming up here. And at this point, I know I never have to buy a divination system online because I will always be able to go to the Magic Moon to get it, and maybe more and more and more, because I'm definitely going back to a pretty hot mess, because it's definitely 2 generations of magic and craft, so check them both out. I'm no longer affiliated with a retail outlet. Thanks the gods. Is there one blessing to no longer be in retail? There should be. Maybe I'll write that one. So thank you so much for watching. Truly my pleasure doing this. We're having Greek tonight. Oh, Thomas. Hopefully, wishing you the very, very best and the very, very blessed. And you will see me again very soon. Oh, and if you're looking for more of my content when I'm not putting them out, the Drawing the Circle Productions Facebook page, if you want. Follow me on Twitter at ProfWitch, the Mark Angelo Lyons Mal for short Facebook group, which is different than a page, long story, as well as you can certainly add me as a friend on Facebook. I'm not quite at 5,000 yet, and it's a good way for people who want me to read them, because then we can Facebook video messenger and all that stuff as well. And I don't know if this is going to be my evening reading. I really do want to hang out with my family because I love them, and dinner. And yeah, and it's nice to get away and still be able to work. And to me, that's not just the best part of being a reader, which is always the case. I never travel without divination in some way, shape, or form. Well, certainly internal is always there, but as a YouTuber as well. And I'm well aware my numbers are not as large as everybody else, but I have always been niche market. I've never been everybody's cup of tea. So blessed be Hay House and blessed be Llewellyn. I've never applied to any movement in their direction, but certainly Drawing the Circle Productions has died and been reborn so many times. The gods and the archangels still have purpose for us. So thank you. And thank you for your patronage, and please do like, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. Follow me on other things. And by the way, the reason why I said by other platforms is because I am posting videos from my back catalog, all for Letha, and yes, by all means, blessed Letha. And what I'll probably do is a live stream to the Facebook group tomorrow and repost it here for you all as well. Or you can join. I'll make sure that's all in the description box. Otherwise, wishing you the very best and the very blessed. And these cards are amazing. Go check them out for yourself. Hail. Farewell. And blessed, blessed be.